name is Tomas Kalincik. I'm a neurologist and statistician at the Royal Melbourne Hospital and the University of Melbourne. It's my great pleasure to announce the publication of our recent work, which was led by a very talented medical student from the Monash University, Mr. Nathaniel Lizak. In this publication, we have shown that progression of disability after reaching certain disability milestones is not set in stone, is not uniform for everyone, but actually varies a lot from person to person, and that this progression of disability depends heavily on the amount of inflammation that people have and also how long they persist on highly effective therapies. This work was inspired by previous work that was published in 2010 by Emmanuel Ray and their team in a journal called Brain. And what they've suggested is that after reaching a certain disability milestone here called TSS3, everyone would progress at a similar rate. At least that's how the graph that you see has been widely misinterpreted. The reason why this interpretation is incorrect is that what you see at the bottom part of the graph are disability trajectories that are means for a predefined bands of disability rate. What you see in the top part of the graph are means for each of these bins again, but you can appreciate that what you don't see in the graph, particularly the top part of the graph, is spread of the disability trajectories. So therefore we decided to replicate the project and analyze the MSBase data set. MSBase is a large international global collaboration of MS specialists and includes information from more than 41,000 patients. And we have looked at this very problem, looking at 3 different disability milestones. And what you can see in this graph here is a very different picture to compare to the previous graph, where in the top part of the graph you see a wide spread of the disability trajectories. What this means is that once a patient has reached certain disability milestone, it doesn't mean that they are doomed to progress whatever happens, but as you can see, some people can progress slower, other people would progress faster. There are 2 factors that would influence or at least partially determine the rate at which they will progress, and one is the number of relapses that they experience after that given milestone. And second, very important determinant is the proportion of time after that milestone that people spend on highly effective immunomodulatory therapy. So what impact we hope that this research may have on uptake of medication or access to medication? There are some jurisdictions in the world where people would not be able to access multiple sclerosis therapy after they reach certain disability milestones, such as EDS step 4, which is a limit in New Zealand at the moment. So we are hoping that this evidence will convince some of the regulators to open up the possibility for patients to access medications even once they've reached more advanced stages of their disease.